Hey everyone. Okay, I'm back. I still have not put up our new lights and stuff, so you're gonna have to still bear with me. It hasn't been a priority lately, so I wasn't even sure if I was even gonna be able to do videos at all for a little bit. So, but I'm here and I'm excited, so we're gonna go with it. So, this is week 5. This is also, I have a couple of old pictures, like 2014 pictures, which is good. So I only lost a couple of them, and for this week, anyways. So I just want to start off the bat. This is an old one, this is an old one, and that's an old one. Okay. I have to take the positive with what happened. So I'm taking the positive with what happened, and I am so excited to see them again. I love them, and to see them again is just, even if it's just in pictures, is amazing. And, I can't help but be happy and be excited to see them. So let me start off by saying, I'm going to start though, is, Tarek Soul, I believe is your name, Tarek Soul. He left a comment saying he overheard me talking while his girlfriend was watching. Hi, girlfriend. Hey, girlfriend. And you can tell I've had a lot of coffee this morning. But see, there's Rocky. Isn't he cute? Oh, I just love them. Oh, so. And he ended up getting cancer, a little cancer spot over here later on in the years. It got taken off, of course, because we catch everything early. We nip things in the bud early. And so yeah, so it was okay. But anyways, let me say thank you to Tarek Soul. He left a comment that he tried, that he wanted to help me, and about my pictures being gone and stuff. And I just, you know what, it just made me smile so hard and just be so grateful for the crafting community and for, people like Tarek, who took the time to write me and tell me that, all wasn't lost and everything else. And unfortunately, it happened quite a while ago in February. So 3 days later, I picked my big girl panties up, my little granny panties up, and I said, you know what, I'm going to go forward. And I started taking pictures. And at this moment in time, I think I have 1,000 pictures back on my phone. All backed up, but they're on my phone now, so I overwrote them anyways, even though, but I totally went through, another friend helped me, and she tried to, we went through all that stuff, like you mentioned, Tarek, with the whole, system, all those recovery data places. Yeah, I even paid for one of them, and they couldn't help. They could only retrieve basically like the text messages and stuff. Well, those between my husband and my daughter, I never erased anyways. So I had those pictures, so it did me no good. But yeah, so there's Mama, there's Rocks, and there's Kit Kat. So sorry, I've been biting my nails. I don't know. I've just been biting my nails so much. And well, anyway, so I just wanted to reach through the through the camera and say thank you for trying to help. And I just think that is the sweetest thing ever. And yeah, just thank you. You just made my day, because it was just nice to know that people are willing to help and just offer free advice and stuff. And it was sweet. And I wish I could have got them back, but it was way too late. So for myself, as far as that goes. But yeah, I end up taking all kinds of pictures, because I'm like, okay, gotta start fresh, gotta think positive, here we go. So there is like 900 pictures of just the babies. So this is back. This is just like so fitting. I found this on Instagram, and I thought it was so fitting because at this time, I don't know if I was sick or whatever, but I had a mask, and it was so cute, and I put it on Rocks. So I just thought, oh my god, that's so fitting. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys. This is going to be on my PL in a few weeks, but look at my family. That is my husband, my daughter, and my son. Aren't they fabulous? Look at my son and my husband. Oh, so awesome. Her pinning on ceremony. This was her pinning on ceremony. But don't they look, that's father-daughter. Don't they look so good? Look at this one. This one's so emotional for me. Oh, she just loves her dad. She's a daddy's girl. But yeah, so it was such a proud week. It really was. It was a proud week. It just, they just made me just shine. I was so happy, and it was amazing. So now I have a lot of photos of that event also. But unfortunately, they canceled her academy. So, because of all this stuff. So she is out of the academy for right now. They are saying if it doesn't take too long, they'll start back where they left off, which is good, because going all over again is not something she is looking forward to. But I told her, if you've done it once and you passed, you can do it again. So I mean, you have to do whatever they tell you to do. So she says, yeah. So, but in the meantime, she went back to work. They put her back on her shift. So, and out of everybody that was in the academy, she's the only one that's been working. She is the only one that has experience. So she went back this week, and 10 to 6 for right now. Tim built me shelves. So I need to do a new room tour, because this used to have like a quilt my mom made me, and now it has shelving. So I'm going to do a new room tour maybe this week, just so we can have something fun. I can have something fun. Maybe you guys will think it's fun. I don't know. But, you know, we'll go with it. So I'll say, let's just have fun. Looking at my room. Okay. But anyways, you know what I mean. And, so she went back 10 to 6 this week, and then she gets to her last day is on Friday, and she goes back on her shift, her team. She goes back with her team on Wednesday. So she's excited about that, because she really loves her team. She really does. And they're really good to her, so I'm excited for her. But yeah, so she is going to be back to work. Well, she is back to work, but back to work with her team. So she tells me, Mom, I don't have to work Friday. Friday's her last day, so she doesn't work Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And she's all, and I was like, aw, because, you know, we would have went to Disneyland. We seriously would have went to Disneyland. And since it's closed, that is not a possibility. So that kind of stinks, you know. But she's all, Mom, let's bake and watch movies. And I'm like, okay, because Tim, he's at work. He started his tour today. And so I'll tell you about that story too. He started his tour today, so he's working. He's back to work, and so that's why I haven't been around either. Because when he's on days off, I like being with him. So I ended up crafting. If you checked on my Instagram, you'll have seen all my stuff that I made with that Tim Holtz die that I absolutely love, and the memory decks. Such fun stuff, you guys. Totally fun stuff. But, anyway, so they, before I lose my train of thought, because it's been that kind of day, I think, of things canceling and things getting switched, and I woke up this morning not feeling, or I went for a walk with my friend, and then I came home, and I'm like, I don't really feel so well. So when Tim's like, you need to take your temperature, and we don't have a thermometer. How am I supposed to do that? I'm like, how can I take my temperature, honey, when I don't have a thermometer? And I'm like, don't even think that we're going to the old-fashioned days, because that ain't happening. So if we can think of the old-fashioned days, if what I think in my head is the old-fashioned days, what they used to have to do. So when he built me my shelves, he built a headboard, or not a headboard, but sorry, it's not bleeding. My nail isn't, but it's just, I bite my nails. So you guys know that if you've been with me a while. It is what it is, and I don't worry about it, but it just looks weird. So he built a shelf. So our headboard is a shelf that now we can put our stuff on. So I'm like, oh, he was so creative when it came to that too. So he's like, I'm going to have enough material. I'm just going to build us a headboard at the shelf. And I'm like, okay, you go, dude. So anyways, so he said, where were we at? Okay, where were we at? I always do that. Squirrel. Okay. What was I saying? What was I saying? My friend got me this t-shirt. It It says, went outside today. It was cold and there were people. 0 stars. Do not recommend. She got me that shirt and I just loved it. I just loved it. Made me laugh. Everyone knows me so well because I'm pretty much an open book on my own personal Facebook page, which I don't accept people I don't know and or talk to regularly on here, and because I'm totally different than I am on here, I think. And so it takes a strong a strong kind of person to handle my posts that I post every day. So but anyway, so that made me laugh though, because I hate the sun. The sun is like the most. I can handle the cold, but the sun is the one that, oh, I just cannot stand the sun. I'm like, go away. I don't like you. But anyways, what was I telling you? Ooh, I forgot. I am just full of it right now. I really am. So it says, I love it, made me laugh, and I put a gift from a really great friend, Trish. So you can't really read my writing. I can. Luckily still read it. I'm not sure how, but I do. What was I going to tell you? Oh shoot, what was I rambling on about? Okay, so Timothy, let me just tell you about Timothy. So he started his tour. Oh, that's what it was. She said, let's bake. I'm on Weight Watchers. I'm not going backwards, right? With this whole type 2 diabetes, I'm not going backwards at all. But she's, let's bake. I've lost 10 pounds, you guys. So I've been pretty proud of myself. I've lost 10 pounds. And like I said, I don't have to do the blood pokes or anything, or the finger pokes or whatever they're called. So, Super Bowl. But anyway, so she said, let's bake and let's watch movies. And I said, yeah, let's do that. But I'm like, oh, luckily I don't like my own cooking or my own baking, so nothing really appeals to me, but I love doing it. But I was telling her, I was okay, let's cook, let's bake, and then we'll give it to the department. She's like, what? She's like, oh, no, I want to eat it with Natalie, her best friend. And I was like, okay, you go ahead. That's fine with me. I don't care as long as I don't have to eat it. But anyways, it's just cute because we love musicals. We love musicals. Like to Justin to Kelly, or to Kelly to Justin, whatever it was, however you say that show, that movie with Kelly Clarkson. Oh, love that movie. We Burlesque, Coyote Ugly. We watch like those kind of movies when we're together, and we just absolutely love it. And yeah, like Grease 2 is my favorite. Eddie and the Cruisers 2 is my favorite. Not the first one, but the second one. Yeah, those are the movies I always put on because I'm like, oh, I love them. I love singing along. So they're just fun. I love musicals. What was else gonna tell you? So anyway, so Tim starts his tour. Okay, so check this out. I have a weakened immune system, right? And so I have to be careful. I am so susceptible to everything, and it sucks. But so Tim last week, Monday. He was at work last Monday. He gets a call from the chief. He says, stay at the station, basically just quarantine. You can't run calls, you can't do anything, you have to stay there, you're quarantined. One of the firefighters was may have been exposed to the coronavirus because he went to class a week before, and one of the classmates tested positive for it. So they were on quarantine. It took 2 hours, and they said it's okay, just go ahead and go about your day. This was Monday, because Tuesday we had to go out of town to go get his Class A uniform. I'm like, oh my God, what does this mean? He's like, I don't know, it's usually like 2 weeks. And I'm like, no, because her pinning on ceremony was Wednesday. And I'm like, no, this is the life we lead though. He's been quarantined when the kids were young twice. And so this is my mom. Super Bowl, I went to my mom's house for Super Bowl lunch, and she made homemade tortillas, and what I wanted was papas and chorizo and homemade beans and homemade rice. Those are like my standard staples that I love that she makes. So I'm like, yes, making me hungry now. And this was pre-type 2 diabetes, by the way. So this is why you'll see all this stuff for the next probably couple of weeks. But anyway, so yes, or I may have been found out that I was diabetic. I think I may have found out that I was diabetic and knew that my life was going to change after that. So I just started eating until I could go get more testing. I'm not sure if it was this week or not. No, I don't think it was this week. I think it was the next week 6 is when I found out. But anyways, no big deal. But I just, where'd that come from? Okay. So anyway, so this is the life that we live with him being a firefighter. And they don't get breaks, right? They don't get the quarantine, the quarantine and the whole social, whatever they're calling that thing. And he's in the thick of things. Well, he's on days off. Last night they get a call, a page out that said, hey, we need emergency captain, firefighter, and engineer to one of the stations. We were like, oh, yeah, what is it? What's the word called that I'm thinking of? They were exposed. So they found a dead body. They went to go, do CPR or do all that stuff. So they were in contact with this person, and they were exposed. That shift was exposed on Sunday for the dead body. They come to the station. This is one of those McDonald's caramel frappes. They were so good. I asked for extra caramel, extra whipped cream, pre-diabetic. And and then but anyways, so they didn't find out till last night, and because it takes 2 days to find out. So they were like, okay. So they sent them. This is the funny part, you guys. They sent them home. Not to a hotel, not to any, they sent them home. I'm just shocked that they did that. I'm like, there's got to be protocols for you guys. There is nothing in place for these guys because this is their job. This is their job. You deal with it. Oh, I love sushi. This is my favorite. When had sushi with Cheyenne this day. We picked out so hard. Oh, I loved it. It was so amazing. It was so good. And yeah, so they have no protocols in place because these guys have to work. And so I'm like, all right. So Tim's tour started today. And today's Wednesday, so he goes every other day. So Wednesday, Friday, and so on and so forth. And he got the call. He has to do overtime tomorrow because those guys barely got tested today, and it takes 2 days. So they barely got tested today. So they've been at home this whole entire time with their families, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So, yeah. Let's see how this works. I don't understand this whole thing, so we'll see. This is my mom cooking the tortillas, and I was all, love this, which is pointing to a tortilla. And then, you're awesome. My mom's so awesome. It's her birthday on Friday. And it's so sad because it's her birthday on Friday. Her birthday party was on Sunday, and we had to cancel it because Cheyenne is back at work. Tim's back at work. Their chances of exposure, of getting exposure to this is 99%. So I can't take the chance with their health, with me having it, me getting it. Symptoms don't come up for 2 weeks, I think they said. So there's just, so we canceled it because my dad, had a heart attack almost a year ago in May. And so he has a compromised immune system. And my mom has diabetes. So, yeah, so we have to be careful. And so we postponed. We didn't cancel her party because we're still going to have a party for her. But it's just, stinky. I mean, all around it's stinky. So, I mean, not just my mom, but, little kids and kids, with their senior year this year, their 8th grade year, things that you're supposed to remember and have fun and party, and now they can't, and some schools are closed for the whole year, so that means they miss out on grad night, prom, all those fun things that you're supposed to do because you've earned it. And so it's not, so it's just sad right now. It's a sad world right now, and scary, and yeah. So yeah, it's tough times right now. So just try and help out as much as you can. And I called my mom, and you know, we told her we can't go, but you know, asking if they need anything, you know, we can go out and get them stuff. My dad is still going out, which I'm like, grr, don't, because he thinks he's invincible and nothing will happen to him. I'm like, dude, you got drafted to Vietnam. Not only did you get drafted, you were a farm worker, and then you get drafted in Vietnam and you become a medic. They taught him how to be a medic. So he was a medic. And then he contracts, what is that word called? I think it contacts, no, I can't remember what the word is called. It's not coming to me right now. So those are homemade tortillas. And he has malaria. He has malaria from Vietnam. So I'm like, dude, hello, wake up. You're not invincible. In fact, you'll get called upon. So yeah, your parents, right? I don't know if you guys have, if you're the parents who's watching, or if, you know, or if you have the parents still alive, and they're pain in the butts. They're like as bad as children. They really are. Don't tell me to stay at home. I don't want to stay at home. I'm like, oh my God, stay home. Well, this morning he tells me I had to go get my lotto tickets. I'm like, you're never going to win. Will you stop? You've been paying all this money for years and years and years. We are not winners. We have to pay for everything we get. So, and so I'm like, but you'll be lucky enough to get this, you know, coronavirus, because yeah, you're that lucky. Not the good lucky, but that kind of lucky. So, trying to explain that to them is just, My mom was proud of herself though, because yesterday she's like, I didn't go to the movies. Because our movie theaters are still open, and I don't know why, but they are. And so she's like, I didn't go to the movies yesterday. I'm like, oh my gosh, mother. Well, thank you. So Tim was in the car when it reached the 100,000 miles. I thought that was so cool. And I just got this from Echo Park from Paper Issues, and I was like, oh, perfect. I saw it's my little baby car and my little race car. I treat it like a race car, so that was perfect. And it was red. Yeah, all around perfect. So, yep, loved it. But yeah, so parents, oh my gosh. And they live an hour away from me, so it's not like I can, you know, check up on them. And they have a whole different phone carrier, so it's not like I can nonchalantly do a track my phone or whatever. I don't know how that works, but they just are pain in the butts. They really are. But yeah, but Tim's parents are also doing really well. So, but anyways, so Cheyenne was supposed to graduate in May, and now it's not going to be May. No matter what, it's not going to be May. And we had our party all set, and luckily the invites weren't made yet. So that's a good thing too. But this really, we had the Disney cruise April 10th through the 12th. That got canceled, so I canceled our flights today. So we'll see about that one. But yeah. But football season, you guys, better not be canceled. It better be over and done with by then, because I will flip a switch. I'm like, no, I need my football. Don't mess with my football. Please don't mess with my football. So, football is life, you guys. It really is. Football is everything. And it just cannot be messed with. It's just not right. So, go away, virus. Okay, so, oh my goodness, what do you guys think so far? I totally love this layout. I loved how it came out. I'm pretty happy with it. So, pretty happy with it. I'm trying to see how I wanted this. Oops. Jeez, these are old, you guys. These are those pink paisley. Ugh. Whoop. No, not gonna happen. Look at, they're all stuck. They're that old. I was talking, Mr. Cameraman. Jeez. But anyways, they're old, so I'll have to take them off in a little bit, because they're not going to come off on camera. And if they do, I'll more than likely rip it apart. So, boy. But anyways, how are you guys doing? Are you guys having fun crafting? Or do you have young kids that you're homeschooling? Which I told my friend, I'm like, Thank God I don't have young kids, because I could not handle it. I could not. I am no teacher. I can barely even speak English, much less freaking. It's the only language I can speak, and I don't do it very well, so I'm like, oh, my kids are screwed. So luckily I don't have to homeschool them or anything like that. It would be bad. It would be really, really bad. But yeah, so feel bad for those parents right now having to be a teacher. It's like that self-checkout. We can't do self-checkout because we're part of the union. So, and that takes away union jobs. So we can't do the self-checkout. But either way, I laugh because I'm like, if I wanted to be a bagger or a cashier, I would get a job as one. I wouldn't, I'm not purposely going to be doing this. Like, no, I will wait in line. So I didn't want to be a bagger or a cashier, so can you not make me? And that's what the grocery stores do. I guess Walmart in Arizona is, look at, they are really old. Arizona, I think they said Arizona is going all automated. Oof, ouch. So, that's what things are coming down to, is automated, and that takes away jobs. Boy. Why this world doesn't understand that, I have no clue. But I gotta lift that up a little bit. So I've been telling myself little things, like I've been finding these little quotes that I just think are so perfect for right now, for the year of this year, because of how cruddy it's been. So so looking on the brightest side of life is a choice you'll never regret. And I've been taking these things to heart, because I do not want to be a negative person. And it makes you old, it makes you bitter, and it's not a good life, and it's not a good look on people. So I refuse to be negative. Doesn't mean I don't get angry, doesn't mean I don't have thoughts, it just means that I just choose not to be negative. Especially on this stuff. This stuff is all fluff stuff and just fun. So this is fun. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love how it came out. I need to put something here, but I think that's it. I mean, I have plenty of time to talk to you, but I think we're good. So I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be, but it'll look like that when we're done. Like that. Happy. Be happy. So, oh, I never showed you. I just thought of that right now. Let me put these back so you guys can look at that real quick. Oh my God, you guys, who stunk? Who stinkied? Somebody stinkied. I used Beautiful Day by Ellie Studio. I love this one. It brought out so much. I love color, so it brought out happy, joy. happy, joy. Kai's mom and Liz Yunkin, and I just want to thank you so much. And Tarek Soul, big hugs. Thank you so much for your comments. So I appreciate it so much. And hi, girlfriend. All right, guys. So take care. You guys be safe. Be safe. If you don't have to go out, don't go out, because this world's crazy as it is, and then you add this, and yeah. So anyways, Fanny Hands, take care, you guys. I will see you probably this week, or at least by the weekend, because I have nothing to do. Nothing to do. Yay. All right, guys, take care. Bye.